of the magical books. If you haven't seen that show, folks, you ought to watch it. It's a good show. It's on Netflix.
All right, Lilo, go home before your dad freaks out.
Come on, Lilo. Let's go.
Lilo, Lilo, outside, Lilo. Get outside. Go on. Goodbye.
Go home, Lilo.
Go ahead.
Bye, Lilo.
Bye, Lilo. Wilfred, get your ass in the house. He's like, Badoo. Lilo, of course. She's like, let me just pee on your yard before you leave. Before I leave. Of course, thanks. Thanks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get him out. Oh yeah.
Go home. Go on. Go home. Go on. Go. Go. Go.
Nobody's out here. Come on. You can come out here.
Lilo, come here. Lilo, get out here.
Grounded.
Come on. Lilo, come. Yeah, tell him to get out of the way. Come on, Lilo.
Go on. Go on.
Lilo, come on.
The life of a cat. Yeah, all this thinking is making me hungry. Little turkey.
She's a good dog.
Alright, we'll pause it for a second. Give me some of this guard. But ain't that something? I mean, everything that I say could be incorrect, right? But everything on this planet is some type of show. It's some type of just something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking actress. How about that? Nope. Nope. I might look like a show because I'm on the screen right now. But that's about it. Ain't that something? That freaks me out a little bit. Sometimes when I say stuff, it makes me think too. Might have to do another video. I'm gonna watch my other video. But it could just be literally that simple. Like the creator itself. Well, you have to think too. God said that the world was on a firmament, right?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Okay, like I know the definition, but I don't know the pure definition. It's just like a piece of land. Like a flat piece of land floating. Because a lot of the stories too are very magical, very just, how would you explain things on the planet then?
There is a lot of things that I cannot explain.
And maybe when they say the sky's the limit, it's not really that the sky is the limit, but the page is the limit.
I was going to suggest taking and shuffling the whole thing.
Because we were number one, and that's the whole thing when they always say, right? The whole thing when they always say, we're all one, right? We're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Connected how? Because we're all linked to the binding of a book. in a page?
Well, I've always thought that it meant we were all human. Every human is connected. It goes all the way back to Adam and Eve.
Just the beginning of the book.
Yeah.
How can we make things interesting? If somebody did come inside this library or whatnot and change things around, the people in the book wouldn't know.
That is true. Anything that happens that had not happened before.
That makes me want to cry. That has to be something. That has to be something. I almost wanted to cry right there.
But anything that you will remember, whatever it is that happened, even if what happened is different than what had happened before. Does that make sense?
What happened before?
Okay.
Say it again.
Say you have lived for, in your case, 29 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And after living your first 20 years, somebody decided to shuffle the deck. And so what happened, whatever changes that they made when they shuffled the deck, you wouldn't remember what happened in the 20 years before. You would remember what they had shuffled the deck to come out to be. Three. Kind of interesting, isn't that, folks? You are recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shit, I should just gave you all these cards. You suck. I feel like my brain is hitting a certain point. And that's why we were talking about, remember I was telling you about all them fucking either entities or demons or whatever the fuck, they're just those negative things, whatever the fuck, sitting in that fucking office setting or that meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I was saying yesterday, like last night. We've been actually talking kind of crazy the last couple days. I've been having some weird ass dreams. So anxiety. I saw this room full of like entities or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it actually is.
Like a meeting room in an office, though.
Yeah, like they're just normal, straight up people. Anxiety. He has a hat. He has a hat on, like a hat. Because I saw him sit down he's like, hey, what's up, everybody? He came and sat down. He was about halfway in the middle, just about in the middle of the table on this side. It's very specific. Like, I could see them, right? There's windows. Nothing looks scary. Nothing looks scary every time I go to these places. Some places look a little dark, but most of these places are not. That also makes me think of that dream that I had where I walked through that portal. Remember I told you I walked through like a painting?
Mm-hmm.
This shit's crazy. But anxiety himself, he's just a regular schmegular dude. There's nothing wrong with him. He doesn't do anything because he's just anxiety. But, right, when anxiety touches something, that's how it gives it its power, right? Or it releases some of its energy or whatever. And the human body itself can't withstand anxiety, so it makes the body anxious, because anxiety, technically speaking, in the body is an alert system of, hey, something's going on inside of the body or around the body. And maybe your body, or because that's what they call the aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your body is recognizing that it is something around you, right? Because God said, if you don't believe that they can touch you, they won't. So if you can feel anxious or feel anxiety and not feel anxious, I think there's a difference of feeling anxiety and then feeling anxious because you believed that there was something around you and then it made you anxious. And having anxiety inside the body, humans can't withstand it, and that's what makes us feel that way, which makes it abnormal, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Your turn.
And that's with a bunch of stuff. I must just really know anxiety because I think everybody knows them. It also makes me feel, I don't think you've seen the movie, but the Green Lantern.
I know the character and I've seen cartoons of the Green Lantern, but I have not seen a movie of the Green Lantern.
So in the Green Lantern, I don't even remember his name, but he played Deadpool.
I remember Deadpool. I actually did see that movie.
What is that guy's name?
The actor?
Mm-hmm.
I have
You know
no
who
clue
I'm
at the
talking about,
moment.
though?
I know the movie.
He's like a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the one who played in that movie. And there was this alien octopus dark energy type thing in the sky. It's fear. So is fear just another one of those entity/people thingies? And fear, if it touches somebody, it can make someone afraid.
I'm sure it is.
And inside the body, our physical body, it makes us scared, which then can be prone, right? If we become scared, right? That makes us prone to the rest of them. And that's why fear itself is so powerful. Because if you can feel that, you can feel all of them, which they can control you and make you do whatever they want you to do.
There is an old saying, we have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Explain that. We're crazy here. We're just playing Skippo. Drinking some coffee with a little bit of schnapps in it. A little warrior.
She's got schnapps. I don't have schnapps this time. I did have some earlier.
It tasted really good. Tasted like a peppermint mocha. I think I'd rather drink schnapps than anything else. Well, it tastes good. You could put it in tea. And human, get your phone. Go to Google and look up the definition of human. Literally ask, what is the definition of human?
Hey, Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Define human.
Sure. Here's the definition of human. Relating to or characteristic of people or human beings.
What does it? Relating to?
Relating to or characteristic of people or human beings. The second definition, of or characteristic of people as opposed to God. Hey, stop that. It disappeared. Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Define human.
Alright, I didn't hear that.
Okay, here's the definition of human. Relating to or characteristic of people or human beings.
I'm going to snap a screenshot of this before she decides
Let me
to
see it.
disappear
I'm actually
again.
going to type it into Google because then it won't go. Yeah, because it changed. Okay.
I took a screenshot of it, but I didn't get everything. I got the adjectives, but there were some nouns as well, which I did not get to.
It says relating to a characteristic of people or human beings, the human body. That's for if it's an adjective, and this is if it's a noun, right? So we can change, right?
Mm-hmm.
A human being, especially a person as distinguished from an animal, or in science fiction, an alien.
Aliens are usually considered humanoids in science fiction.
Of or characteristic of people's better qualities, such as kindness or sensitivity. The human side of politics is getting stronger. Noun, a human being, especially a person distinguished. Okay. This is the origin. It's Latin for homo, man, human, being. Latin, humanus. Old French, humane. Middle English, humane, and then human. Ain't that something? Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I put the 8 down.
Homo sapien, having a higher and vertical forehead compared to earlier hominins. Humans' large brain resulting in cognitive skills that have allowed them to thrive in a variety of environments. Framework. Okay, well, okay. We're just gonna pretend that that's just... What is human trafficking? Ain't that something? We have human trafficking. We are crazy. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to... Ain't that something? That's the new world. Ain't that something? Go ahead. I'm gonna have to watch the other video. Ain't that something? What the hell more can we even honestly talk about? I feel like my brain's retarded right now. How do you feel about our conversation today? Let's just end with that.
It's been a very interesting conversation. Should make people think, including me.
It's been making me think. I want to watch the other video because I'm like, I bet you, right? I made a little video. It's like it's not $1, like a minute and some change. I accidentally like cut it off, but it's the beginning to this one. So go watch that. And then I was talking about one earlier today as well. Ain't that something?
Your turn.
It's almost, this is how I feel. This might be one more little oomph. Almost as if we were solving problems
Okay.
to problems that we didn't have to begin with.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. She says a lot of things I don't understand.
Like, I don't even know how to even explain that right this exact second, but I feel like that's right. Like, I feel like that's right. Solving, maybe I should listen to it again. Solving a problem when we didn't have a problem in the first place.
That brings to mind another old saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. So if someone breaks something on purpose to fix something,
I'm sure a lot of people do that.
would that be truly a genuine offer? Like, if,
Well,
like, think about this. Oh, I can't even think of anything.
well, what came to mind while you were talking was another old saying. I'm full of them today, folks.
That's good. She needs to talk.
But there is another old saying.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. If you want to make $1 million, build a better mousetrap.
There's also this theory, right, in the world that we are all test subjects. We are all mice in a maze trying to get to the main goal, the main objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I told you. I'm pretty sure I have, because I've used this before in a couple of my videos, so it would be highly likely that you don't remember, but you forget everything.
I
But
do have kind of a steel sieve for a memory sometimes.
So they put a mouse inside of a box, and in the water tube, right, it was just four square, like just four walls, nothing exciting. There was no toys in there. All that was in there was food, and instead of water, they gave it poison.
Oh.
So the mouse, every time that it was given the opportunity, or actually no, it was given the opportunity water and poison. So they had two things right inside it. I was like, that would make no sense. I was like, no, they had two of them, and every time that the mouse had an opportunity, the mouse chose the poison, and then the mouse died. So they ran another experiment, and in this time they put the food in there as well, and they put another mouse in there, and they put some mouse toys, just a few just a few different varieties, right? Variables, right? And every time the opportunity was given for the mouse to drink water or to drink poison, the mouse drank the water. So they ran another experiment with the same variables before, and the mouse did the exact same thing. So they took everything out of it, no other mouse, they just put food, and every single time that it was given the opportunity, it could have water or poison. It went back to reverted back to taking the poison every single time. If you have a person in a toxic space, that person will poison themselves. Think about just here, because we can only think about here, right? Can't even think about everywhere else in the world, but it does happen everywhere else in the world. If you go into downtown Rock Island, what do you see a lot of?
They have a lot of, bars.
Stop right there. That's the word I was looking for, period. Bars. That's all you have to know. There are a lot of there's a lot of stores down there and bars and everything down in Rock Island. And Rock Island, there's a bunch of fucked up people that live in Rock Island, typically. So if there is nothing but bars and strip clubs and stuff like that in an area, those people that are in that area will have all toxic things around them, right? So they'll just poison themselves.
Yeah.
People are away from people, right? Because we are not connected, because people are stubborn and people are just jackasses, right?
Ain't that the truth?
What about our toys? What do we have, right? When it seems like for some reason too, that's like almost like a death curse as well. Like, oh, you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life. First of all, why is it bad that we're alone? You have to love it. You just gotta love yourself, okay? Love yourself for the rest of your life, to know that I'm gonna be with me for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna love you, because the only person who can truly love you like you want them to is you. And honestly, in reality, that's really honestly true. No one can love you better than you. No one can touch you better than you. No one can smell you better than you. No one can make you laugh better than you. No one can make you sad better than you, because you know all of the things that trigger you.
Yeah.
You gonna make your cup of tea the right way. You're gonna make your soup the right way. You're gonna make it just how you like it. This is probably why, and people who are more independent and love themselves actually live a longer, happier life. Some people depend on other people to take care of themselves, and they lack that ability within themselves, which actually causes the body to die, because if something were to happen to that other person, you know how some people, when they are with each other for so long, that if one person dies, the other person dies?
I have heard of that. Married couples who have been married for 50, 60, 70 years, if they live long enough, when one of the members of that union dies, the other one usually dies within 3 months or so.
Ain't that something? It's probably because some people are not as strong, right? Some people have literally die of a broken heart. Some people actually die of a broken heart. It's like a whole chemical thing. It's just a whole thing. But subconsciously, there's probably something saying, like, inside of them, well, that person's not around anymore, so how am I to live, right? Like, them depending on that person, right?
Yeah.
Well, how can they depend on themselves? And maybe the body just knows that it's not strong enough to depend on itself because it lost that so long ago, and so they die. Not everybody dies when their spouse passes away. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It has to be something.
But I've heard about that more times than I can count, where Joe Smith dies and his wife Beverly dies, 3 weeks later, or something like that. And he might have died of a heart attack. He might have been in a car accident. How he died doesn't matter. But he died, and then she died.
Oh my god, I just thought of something hella crazy.
What's that?
How can I really, Terry, if me saying what I just said just a little bit, look at me, I am like covering my mouth. Oh my god. I literally, like, no joke, feel like somebody's straight up in the fucking room. Like, straight the fuck up. It's like I can't even say it. Listen. That shit that I said earlier, my brain is like broken right now, right? But what if literally that is just the tip of the iceberg? How could I really honestly say words that are crazier than what I just said right now? Think about that. I'm only 29 years old. Imagine if I at least minimum made it to your age.
Oops. Yeah. I'm sure you will. Unless God comes back in the meantime. And for those of you who don't know, I'm almost 62. Your turn.
How many crazy... Oh my god, Terry, just think about this, right? For the next 30 years, how many more words am I going to say?
A few billion.
Crazier than what I just said right now? How can you break your mind out of that more?
I have no idea.
Can you think about that for a second? That's pretty wild. Think about that. I say a lot of words.
Yes, you do. And a lot of them are pretty crazy, I will admit.
And if I'm only going to get smarter and I'm only going to get better from what I am now, unless I did die, don't wish that upon myself, don't you die. More crazy word, like more out there word, like more.
Yeah.
More. That would be a lot more.
There will be. Yes.
We just jumped out of a fucking book.
True.
I almost want to throw up. Like crazy. Like what? What? Does it ever actually make you think for a second, Terry? Like actually WTF?
A lot of things you say make me think. And I goofed. Nothing new there.
Why? 11, 12. Is it my turn?
Yeah. That's why I said I goofed, because I already discarded.
Bruh, this shit is so crazy. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
I think every human on the planet is insane to some extent. We have all lost our mind at one point or another.
So what are you supposed to do on the planet? I want to convince everybody to wake up, right? And walk over to the next story, but people are stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm going to shit my pants, Terry. This shit is crazy. Like, literally speaking, Terry, what if this is actually the truth? What if I'm actually onto something, like actually onto something, and this is kind of true? And God just popped up, and he's like, yeah, that's true. Is that a jaw-dropping experience?
Pretty much.
What else would you do? Are you coming or not? Is basically what I'm saying. Oh.
I have no words.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Are you coming or not?
I am coming.
That's something. Well, one hell of a ride, huh?
Things
said-
are gonna be crazy.
She said, I'm gonna have to put some more marbles back into my head.
Yeah, I dropped a few along the way there.
She said, just in case I want to get back like Hetzel and Gretel. Breadcrumbs, huh?
Yeah.
Do we want to go back into the past? Is there something that is really, truly not healed inside of you? Do you really, truly not love yourself? It's crazy how people in this world do not even know who they are. How come you do not love yourself? You better go say nice words for yourself right now. Say something nice. Can you at least name 5 things? I'm gonna have to say this for the rest of my life? Didn't I say it one? Aren't you supposed to say it one motherfucking time? One bitch.
Supposed to say it at least once every day.
I'm supposed to say this one time to get your shit together, okay? Ain't that something? What? Just people do not believe? That's it? That's it? That's it?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I cannot be here for the non-believers because that shit don't motherfucking work for me. What am I supposed to do? Make you believe? You can't make somebody believe in shit.
That was the move I should have made before I discarded.
Good thinking, Terry. I think my mind is blown, honestly. You got some more words to say to yourself? Not really. I think I just literally blew my... I'm speechless.
Your turn.
Imagine trying to talk to your parents about that feeling.
My parents would have both thought I was absolutely insane. Your parents would have too. Well, maybe not yours so much, but...
My mom still thinks I'm crazy. She's like, look at my white daughter. I'm like, bitch. Ain't that something? I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna get off of here because now my brain is broken. Thanks for breaking my brain. I appreciate it. Love yourself. How about that? That's it. Love yourself? Yeah. Go back and heal your past traumas. Go and love yourself. Heal those memories that are inside of you. Those are nerves inside your body that is blocked. Go unblock them. Tell your brain to do it. Tell your brain to do it. Tell yourself. You have to your ears have to hear it so your brain can do it. So if you think it, your thoughts and your brain, they work differently. Even though your thoughts come from in here, they say it energetically comes to you. But the only way for your brain to truly do something, I think that's what's separate from the physical and the spiritual. So the thoughts are spiritual and the brain is mental. So when your thoughts, right, come into play and you're like, yeah, that sounds really good. You have to say it with your words, with your mouth, right? Vocalize it So your ears can do the one job that they have of
Hearing.
And where does your ears go directly to?
The brain.
You want yourself to do something? Tell yourself. Go look at yourself in the mirror. People say, oh, it's mirror magic. Literally, you stand up right in front of yourself and you tell yourself what you going to do and what you going to accept and do it. It's literally that simple.
But you have to mean it when you say it.
Can you lie to you? Can you look yourself in the eyeballs? If somebody was looking at you a certain way and you felt like they were disrespectful to you, well, how do you look when you talking to you? Ain't that something? That's some real shit. That's some real shit, y'all. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Someone's gonna probably try and hurt me someday because I'm a complete psychopath. Please don't hurt my body. I didn't do anything wrong. The information is not hidden.
No.
I am making an observation. These words that I say could be incorrect. However, when I watch my videos, and now, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, Terry, you gotta tell me. I do feel stuff. Like, I feel stuff. Which means my words in particular hold power. But what kind of power? Ain't that something? The power of your words. Ain't that something? Go love yourself. I'm done talking. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Oops.